It's Nurse Linda again, and today I'm answering a couple of questions about germs. One question was, how are germs spread? And then the next question was, why do I need to clean my toys? Well, when we talked about hand washing, we talked about how your hands touch all different surfaces, and we never know what's on the surfaces. Let's address the first question. How are germs spread? Germs are spread three ways. They are spread contact, and that's when we touch somebody else's hand, and we touch a surface, and then we touch our eyes, our nose, and our mouth. That's how germs get into our body. So that's the contact spread. The second spread is droplet, and that comes from a cough, sneeze, or talking. And we did an experiment on that in another episode where we sprayed the bottle and we saw that those droplets can travel up to 6 feet and more. So that's the droplet spread. The other spread is airborne, and those droplets are very, very tiny, and you don't even see them. They are so tiny, microscopic, and they float around through the air, and just by breathing we can get those diseases through that spread. But in the case of things like the coronavirus, the spread is basically contact and droplet. Now we've covered the sneezes, so I wanted to cover the contact. So what do you mean contact, Nurse Linda? Well, contact means that everything that we touch, and I don't know if you realize how many things you touch in the course of a day. Maybe you're going to play a game of Scrabble and do, another game, or checkers or chess. Another toy, Rubik's Cube, baby toys. You're playing with your doll. You're touching keys. You're using a charger on your phone. You borrow somebody's pen. You share some scissors, or even your glasses get touched. Other things that we tend to overlook, earbuds or the little ear plugs that we have, charging cords, even our computers. Now we're spending an awful lot of time on our computers and cell phones. So it's really, really important that we clean those surfaces, and we clean the surfaces of toys. Well, that's why we need to clean our toys, so that when we share, if I share scissors or I'm playing a game with you, these tiles are touched every single time by dirty hands. And maybe sometimes people forget to cough and sneeze into their elbow, and they might touch their nose or their mouth, or they're eating a snack while playing, and so now they're passing germs. So what do I clean things with? So sometimes we have wipes like these, and those are very good because they're really convenient. Sometimes you can carry them with you, and they're pretty flexible, and you can take a handle, and you should really clean off the handles. Handles of scissors, handles of games, pens, even door handles. Even your refrigerator handle needs to be cleaned from time to time. Okay? So go around and help mom or dad out by cleaning those things. So one way is using a wipe. If you don't have wipes, you can use a cleaner, something like a Windex or that type of cleaner, and spray it on a paper towel. This type of cleaner is actually really good, and it's safe to use on cell phones and computers. You just wipe down your keyboard, dry it off, let it dry, and you want to wipe down your screen, and it won't cause streaking. Anytime we wipe things down, you want to give them a period of time to dry. Drying on their own actually makes the chemical within the cleaners work better. So if you don't have that, a lot of us have Purell. Purell is very, very good because it's liquid, it contains a lot of alcohol, which kills germs, and you don't need a whole lot. It's the same one that we use for it's a hand sanitizer, so it's the same one that we use for our washing our hands when no one is around. Can I use this on my favorite doll? Of course I could. So you're just gonna wipe it down, and now she's nice and clean, and it's safe for me to share my doll with another child to play with. If I don't have any of these items, what could I use? Well, you could simply get a paper towel and wet it and use a dish detergent. This is an antibacterial dish detergent. So this is actually very good. So you can set up a dish pan with some soapy water, and you can have a dry rag and you can have a wet rag, and you can clean off all of your toys. make sure you remember the little things like the tiles, the checkers, and stuff like that. You wipe the outside of your boxes and containers, and then always make sure that you are wiping down the surface. That's called disinfecting. We have a few terms that we're talking about within this segment. We talked about surface. We talked about the word clean. But the medical term for clean is asepsis, A-S-E-P-S-I-S. When we say something is aseptic, it is clean. We all know what dirty is. Dirty is anything that we have touched and play with, and we want to make sure that we clean off those dirty surfaces. The cleaning using a chemical is called disinfection, or to disinfect. And disinfect is usually used with something that has a disinfecting ingredient. Things like alcohol or ammonia, stuff like that. Just like this has an antibacterial in it. So play with your toys, have a great time, use your laptops and use your cell phones. I know that you're using them quite a bit for your classes, but make sure when you're done, you shut it down and wipe it down. That's the key thing. Shut it down, wipe it down. Clean your toys, clean those surfaces, and then of course, wash your hands. Have a great day and a very safe one.